It's midday and Jakarta is racing. Today there will be 24 car accidents, 12 motorbikes stolen, and 900 tweets posted every minute. Indonesia is plugging in, and with the presidential election around the corner, candidates are keen to learn from past polls and win the digital vote.
Ada suatu perubahan paradigma, ya, menurut saya suatu bisa dikatakan revolusi. Ya. Apa revolusi itu? Revolusi itu adalah revolusi informatika.
Prabowo Subianto, the head of the Greater Indonesia, or Gerindra Party, is one candidate keener than most.
Ada perubahan, kekuatan daripada teknologi. Iya, jadi seketika tidak ada filter, tidak ada yang tahan, mereka bisa menyampaikan kehendak mereka, hasrat mereka, pandangan mereka langsung kepada unsur pimpinan. Akhirnya saya kumpulkan tokoh-tokoh Gerindra, saya bilang kita harus rubah.
His Facebook and Twitter followings are rapidly growing, both far outstripping those of his major opponents. And Prabowo says he is listening.
Yang dilakukan politisi Indonesia seringkali tidak masuk akal. Mereka kebanyakan uang aja, jadi segala dicoba.
Wilma Whittler is a writer, activist, and former presidential spokesman. He compares Prabowo's online presence with that of Jakarta's new governor, Joko Widodo.
Prabowo masih menggunakan sosial media gaya lama dengan asumsi gaya lama juga, yaitu suatu presumption, suatu anggapan awal bahwa dia benar. Pelawak lebih populer daripada pendeta. Maaf kepada pendeta, tapi kenyataannya orang lebih respond to humor daripada kepada self-serving statements. Jadi yang dilakukan Prabowo itu tidak berguna.
Likely effective or not, there's compelling reasons for candidates like Prabowo to try the internet anyway. In 2012, 55 million Indonesians were online. Some predict that number will reach more than 80 million by 2014, connecting a third of the country's population. Most are young, and with half of the country's population under 30, the young are an important group to reach. And the way to reach them is social media. Indonesia is already the fourth largest country on Facebook and one of the most talkative on Twitter.
There's also one obvious example of online support boosting a campaign's momentum. It's about where I'm standing that last year formed a focal point when thousands joined a flash mob in support of a candidate for Jakarta's governorship, Joko Widodo.
Joko, or Jokowi, won his election with broad support, but had particular success among the young. Martin Anugrah, a creative director at Cameo Productions, helped film the event and remembers the campaign.
Oke, karena saat itu hanya tinggal 2 kandidat dan yang satunya kita udah hopeless. Ada satu kandidat yaitu Jokowi, itu yang sesuatu yang menawarkan sesuatu yang berbeda yang kita lihat. Kayaknya boleh untuk kita bukan support secara langsung, tapi kita hanya ingin menunjukkan kepada orang yang nonton kalau kita suka sama this guy, kita suka sama orang ini. Cuma seperti itu sih.
This resulted in Jokowi dan Bosky, a song and video about Jakarta's traffic, bureaucracy, corruption, and the candidate's intention to tackle all three. In its various forms, it has been viewed nearly 3 million times. With the flash mob, it formed part of a broader official and unofficial online push for Jokowi's election. This campaign included hashtags, a meme made of Jokowi's checkered shirt, and even an Angry Bird-style Facebook game. Prabowo backed the campaign, both in public and behind the scenes. Reportedly, many of the people behind Jokowi's slick run for office were supplied by Prabowo and will serve in his push for the presidency. It's a question of whether the same methods will work for Prabowo's campaign as it worked for Jokowi's.
Lebih pada isi konten daripada subjeknya, daripada medianya. Media hanya membantu.
And it's Prabowo's content, as well as his controversial past, that has many doubting whether his online efforts will win voters' trust. As a leader in the Suharto regime, Prabowo was accused of kidnapping pro-democracy activists at home and sponsoring anti-independence militias in East Timor.
Oke lah, kalau misalnya kita ngomongin dari masa lalunya Prabowo dan segala macamnya, kita nggak bisa ganti masa lalu, tapi masa depan sebenarnya kan kita bisa buat gitu. Nah, cuman apakah Prabowo bisa mengambil simpati masyarakat? Apakah Prabowo bisa memberikan harapan yang masyarakat perlukan? Itu pertanyaannya sebenarnya.
Leading opinion polls, it seems Prabowo already has won the sympathy of many. If he keeps his lead, social media will have helped him to do so. And with online democracy flourishing abroad, whether a crowdsourced constitution in Iceland or online voting in Switzerland, it seems Indonesia is just getting started with the internet.